Hello, everyone. We'll give it just a minute to see who pops on this evening. Beautiful Sunday here in Tennessee. Beautiful Sunday evening. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jeanette. So, I had the Amazon, hi Faylene, I had the Amazon fairy come to the mailbox the other day. Hi, Georgianne. Brenda, hello. And nobody put a card in. And so I'd like to know who the culprit is, maybe possibly, or I have a secret sender of my Jelly Roll pens. Thank you so much. Hello, Linda. Hello, Susan. Hello, Diana. Let's see. Hi, Brenda. Okay, there. I think I caught up with all my highs. Hi, Paula. So when the Amazon fairy came to the mailbox, I was like, oh, did I order something from Amazon? And it wasn't but a few videos ago. Secret Santa in August, right, Faylene? Yeah. Hi, Laura. So yes, I'm fine. How fun, right? And I never felt the earthquake. Okay. I wanted to feel it. I was like, oh, really? There was an earthquake? I never felt the thing. You know, I guess you had to be a little closer than where I'm at. I don't know. But anyway, we never felt anything. I asked my daughter, I was like, did you feel anything? No. But needless to say, we have an Amazon fairy princess that sent me this package of Jelly Roll pens. So what was going on with this, yes, we do all need a Secret Santa, Carol, that's true, was that I went to use my Wink of Stella and I squeezed it too hard. And I mean, I ruined what I was doing. And so, okay, then everybody was like, have you tried the Jelly Roll? And I know I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, love the Wink of Stella and the brush, but sometimes you do need a little place, to put, I want to use it on something. I have nothing. You do need a little place to put something. So let's see, what have I got over here? Okay. I was experimenting with the poinsettias right here. I know, right? A nice gift. So let's just see while we're here together. And I've already played with these. These are great. This is not a small area, but look at that. I was really able to direct that. I have to give that a lot of credit. I really was able to seriously direct that right where I needed it. Didn't even have to squeeze anything. So I was playing with these today. Really, really liked them. And there's a little star in a swoosh here. And here's one here. Let's see, are they different? My stars and my stars and my swooshes are different. Hi, Janie. So I'm very, very excited about these pens, but look at the little stars in the swoosh. I like that. Just a little decoration. So anyway, whoever sent this to me, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Then I got a little happy mail. I love when people can do, hi Gloria, a white background. I have trouble with this, and I just love that. It just says pretty. So this is from Carol Frazier. I want to thank her very much for this. And I really love the outside of this card. I bet one is gold and one is silver. Oh, really? Do you seriously think so, Laura? I bet you're right. Wait a minute. Let me see this. Did I get a gold and a silver? That one's silver. Those are both, wow, I'm telling you what, I love the way that rolls. I seriously love it. No, they look to be all silver. Nope, I think they're all silver. But boys, oh, that is just wonderful. Okay, so really raving about that gift. I love it. Now, this evening, what we're going to do is, that gives me an idea what to do with these poinsettias, right? Wouldn't it be nice to like do the tips in all glitter? They are the same color, clear glitter. Carol, did you send these? They're clear. Whoever sent them, thank you, thank you, thank you. So tonight, with that being said, I am going to, or we are going to put together this card right here that opens like that. And I made my little closure with my acorns. We're going to do a lot of gold embossing this evening, so we will get to that. If you order $35 in product from me, you will receive a package of these adhesive back snowflake sequins. And I don't have the catalog here. I'll tell my team what their gift that they're getting over on our team page. But this is if you place a $35 order, I send you a pack of these. That's before shipping, handling, and taxes. So that's wonderful. Then we have free card kits for the orders. Downlines and Paper Pumpkin subscribers. These are the 2 free card kits for this month. I do this every month. You get the envelopes are included. And you get those every month. They change every month. And this is my Happy Crafting card kit class. So there are 4 designs. You get 8 cards, 2 of each to put together. I cut everything for you, no stamped images, and you get an exclusive video. This is one that we're going to do this month. And then this is the second one. Let me tell you, I love this design. I love this design of this card. I love the way it feels. I love every bit of this card. I'm really seriously crazy about that card. Then this with the gathered leaves, I squirreled some paper away from last year. And yes, very much so, Lynn, yes. So that's paper that you can't get. It's retired, but it went with the gathered leaves, and I absolutely love this gingham leaf. And then here is the 4th one. And now this kit is just $25. Shipping is free or included, however you want to say it. It's just one flat fee. I like to do things simply. So it's just $25, and you get that. So that's wonderful. You can email me at joannematty@outlook.com. And I will send you a PayPal invoice. I take a I take a money order or a personal check. Right, the squirrel led. Hi, Diana. Okay, so yes, so I love these little acorns. They are like some of my favorites. So I wanted to go over how I started to do this card this morning. So we'll bring in our cutter right here. And what I have is Cajun Craze right here at 11 by 4 1/4. We are going to score this at 5 1/2. Right here at 5 1/2. And then we're going to cut off 3 inches. Cut off 3 inches right there. Just like that. You can use this on another project. Okay? Now, we also have a piece of crumb cake here that is 4 inches by 2 1/4. And then this right here will be scored at 1/4 of an inch, okay? We'll do that in just a moment. I don't want to confuse you guys on putting things together. So we'll just stick with the bottom here. Well, actually, we can go ahead and score it. Let's just go ahead and score it, and then we'll just talk about it when I do it, okay? So that is just scored at 1/4 of an inch, just like that. We'll set that aside. Let's go ahead and put this aside. Okay. Let's go ahead and work with our envelope. We're going to do a lot of embossing. Our envelope and some little embellishments there. I'm going to put this aside. Let me get my mat. Hello, Lisa. Right here. And I absolutely love the little acorn. It is so sweet. We're going to use gold embossing powder with this. And I've got the Embossing Buddy. We don't sell these anymore, so please purchase this from wherever that you need to. And what this does is take the static off of the project that you're working on, whether it be an envelope or a piece of cardstock, and then you get a better image when you stamp it in the Versamark and the embossing powder doesn't kind of stick all over the place. So let's go ahead and stamp some acorns. One here in the corner. Now you're not going to be able to see this. Versamark is very sticky and it's clear, but now you'll be able to see it. When you take your embossing powder, run it right over there. Now that looks brown. Let's move that to the side. Let's get this little one here. Just tap it off. It comes out so nice. We're going to do a lot of embossing tonight. So right here. Now I hooked up my heat tool where I need it. I'm going to let that heat up for just a second. And now I'm going to bring it in here, and you're going to watch this, especially if you're new to crafting. You're going to love embossing. Sometimes I had been afraid of it. I have to admit, I'd been afraid of it because I was like scared to death. Oh yeah, baby powder in a sock, right? Georgianne is right. Baby powder in a sock does it. Look at how pretty that is. It's just magic. I love to watch it turn. So I'm going to get this one done. I just keep the heat on it until it just is shiny all over the place. And it doesn't take a second, really. So there we go there. We're going to, where did I put my punch? Here. Punch this one out because this is going to, now there's paper that almost looks like this, right? We've got some designer series paper. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay, these little containers are purchased at Walmart. They hold crayons. The little spoon is an ice cream spoon. They're plastic. I got it at this place called the Stock Pot. They sell restaurant things in bulk. Okay, and then the little command hook. And I got those out the other day because I broke one of the little hooks here. They've been on here forever. But these are the teeniest tiny command hooks. This is the size that I use in there. You get these at Walmart. They're itty bitty, the smallest ones. And then the little spoon fits in there. And I have all kinds of stuff. I have black embossing powder, red glitter, clear, white, gold, heat and stick, everything in these little containers. So I really like them. So now we're going to do some more acorns. One here, because we need that for closure, and then one on the back. Good. And we'll do some more embossing. So I just kind of figured I'd just get on here and craft how I do it, like not really, good evening, Donna. Not really, designing the card like what I think about when I'm doing it, but I just thought that I would do more crafting with you guys tonight instead of having it done and just placing it on the card. And I'm going to come around here. I have this little teeny tiny paintbrush. Acquired this in some paper pumpkin from ever how long ago. And absolutely loved it to brush the embossing powder off with. Makes it easier to use the embossing. Yeah, they don't spill. Once you close them, that's true. One of my biggest fears is to take the heat tool and blow it all over the place. Because that would just be something, seriously, that I would do. And because it would happen. If you talk about it, it's going to happen, right? Look at that change. I just love that. I like making that, right? Okay, so let's punch this out. This was just a piece of scrap, very vanilla. And so as you can see, I can still do another one right there, and I will save that. That's just me. Okay, so we have our envelope completed. We've got 2 of our outside. Let's go ahead and make our leaves. Now the leaves, okay, I put this together from Beautiful Autumn. This is the bundle and it comes with these 3 punches, okay? 2 and 3. These 3 little leaf punches. They're so cute. So much you can do with them. And then I use the die from the gathered leaves. Gathered leaves. The stamp and the die from the, not gathered leaves, gathered together set. And I was so happy that the gathered together is still in a bundle. I was thrilled with that. I really like this set. I love this large big leaf. So we are going to emboss. Let's go ahead and put this here. We're going to do them one at a time. I'm going to get my stamp and get this in Versamark. And like I said, Versamark is real goopy and sticky, and you want a lot of it on your stamp, and then just press, just like you're stamping regularly. But see, you can even hear that peel off of there. It's very, very sticky, which is what it needs to be, I guess, to hold this powder. Now that I've stuck my fingers right in it, right? Okay, let's go ahead and make these come alive, right? You know what this reminds me of? Did you remember the, we used to have the little man's face and the magnet, and we would make a beard and that kind of thing. That's what this reminds me of. There's one that looks so pretty. Okay, let's move this aside. I want to do one at a time. Just allowing this to get nice and hot and turn these leaves gold. Now you can always color inside. You remember that, Carol? You had the little magnet was in the little, you remember that little man? Okay, Kathy, yeah. The little magnet was in like the little plastic rolly thing, and so that you didn't lose the magnet. Oh, look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Mary. Do you remember that too, Lisa? That's pretty cool. Probably, yeah, my grandson would be like, this is boring, Grandma. Be like, no, this was fun when I was a kid. Okay, I'm just going to put this one into the Big Shot, just to my side here, and cut it out really quick. That's funny. So this can just go in there, and then we'll make another one. That's how nice that came out. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Now you can color inside of here, and I'll tell you, you're fine, Connie. I'm thrilled you're here. Thank you so much. We did too. You did too, Lynn. I know, right? I did some coloring on these, and I didn't like them. So, and I did it with the blends. I was just messing around with color. I definitely didn't like the way that it went over here and took off the gold. And I didn't like the way this came out at all. You remember, but you're 70? Well, I'm almost 62. Yeah, see, I didn't like the way that it smushed the gold. So I thought even maybe a pencil, to color these with pencils would even be better. But I just wanted the gold look today, and then I was just sitting here messing around in the craft room. Should be working in the craft room, but hey, Roxanne, no, you're fine. It's wonderful you guys are here. Okay, another embossing, buddy, or the sock with the baby powder, like Georgianne said. Okay, more Versamark, another leaf. Yeah, and Carol, you're 60. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured we were all around in the same decade or something, you know. So here we go here. And we're just going to make this. Oh, and your kids even played with them. Yeah. Yeah, you had to have an imagination, and then this stuff had to stick, and then, you know, especially if you, I can remember we would vacation. Woolly Willy, yes, we're fun. Linda Wallacewood, thank you so much for saying that. And they still have them. Okay, that's funny. Whenever we would go on vacation, because I was an only child, my mom would make me something that she called my busy box. And I was allowed to put toys in it and, you know, just little things to play with on the trip in the car. Because, of course, you were never buckled in, okay? When I was a kid, yeah, I stood up in the back from the floorboard to the ceiling. I could stand, look out the window. I can remember this stuff. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, we weren't buckled in or nothing. But I had this busy box. And always in my busy box, I put one of those little magnet things because I always thought it was fun that if we went over a bump, that all the shavings moved. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. So, so pretty. Gold embossing. It's just absolutely fun. And for the holidays, you know, you could put a green or a red with it. And it's just beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. Let me cut this one out over here. You know it's going to be real easy when I get the new machine because it's smaller. I could put it right here. It'll be just easier. And paper dolls. Yes, Janie. Oh my gosh, yes. I had paper dolls. Although, and Carol and I were just talking about this. Hold on, let me cut this and then I'll say it. I had these little dolls called Little Kittles. So that's pretty right there. Let's see. We rode back to the station wagon, took a nap, then rode back. Yes, in the back of a pickup truck to the beach. I know, right? So, Carol and I were just talking about this the other day. I had these dolls called Little Kittles when I was a kid, and we're going to make a bow now. And I loved playing with them more than any Barbie or anything like that. So I was telling her the story. When my parents got divorced, of course, I lost a lot of things in the divorce. That was one of them. But through the years, through eBay, I have recollected my collection of them because I wanted them. And they were mine when I was a kid, and I really kind of felt bad that I lost them when my parents got divorced. And so through the years, I've collected them back. But I'm telling you what, the things are like sponge color on leaves. Oh, if you were to sponge the color on the leaves, then it wouldn't make that gold get weird like that, maybe, Georgiana. But anyway, so that's my story about the Little Kittles. Now, let's talk about this. This is twine, okay, linen thread. And then this gold is from Wonder of the Seasons ribbon combo pack. It had this big green ribbon in it and then this gold. So what I did was I put them together and we're going to make a bow. But yes, yeah, it's funny kind of when you're a kid, you know, what sticks with you. And I had went off to college and everything. And then, like I said, my parents got divorced and then those were, you know, they become landfill items. I'm happy to have my collection back. There we go. So this is a nice way. Try rubbing the color off of the embossing. I did. It just smushed. I didn't like the way the color came out with the blends on that. I'm just going to cut this here. This is a nice way to make a two-toned little bow. Yeah, I tried doing that on those leaves that I was messing. I was just trying to see how the color would go on them. And yeah, I wasn't happy. So we aborted that thought. One more bow. This is a cool way to make a bow with just two different threads. And I don't know what I'd do without my 10-second bow maker because I'm not a great bow tire. I'm pulling that really, really tight. Good. Just like that. And then I just cut the tails off. And look, there's barely any waste. When you work off the spool, it's fantastic. Okay. There's that. Oh, whoops. Hey, we forgot to do a giveaway. I'm lucky I went to put that back. I wondered because the alcohol ink would have happened with watercolor. I don't know. I don't know with the watercolor. I'm going to have to try that. Yes, buff it after the color comes off, and the color use off the cold, use the color pads. Okay. So you're saying if I buff that, try rubbing the color off of the embossing. Hold on. See how this did it right here? Right up in there. And even if I like rub it, it's smushy in there. I seriously don't like the look of it at all. Right in there too. Can't even rub that off, you know. It's smushy. I don't know. That's why I thought maybe using a pencil would be better. Let's do a giveaway. I got new envelopes, and I made sure that they held 6x6 paper. Let's see. I ordered the bow jig. It came in the mail yesterday. Oh, nice, Pauline. That's nice. Great. How about the stamps and right markers? I think that I might do better with the markers. Thank you, Pauline. Hi, Lily. I know, right? Who doesn't love the bow maker, right? Watercolor. That's what I thought too, Georgianne. Watercolor, yes. Is it a flaw in the stamp? I don't think so. I don't think so. I have the hardest time tying those. I love this. Yes, yeah. Reheat the embossing powder and see if it comes back to shine. Ooh, Linda, that's a great idea. Thank you. Let's try that. We're just here messing around, right? Let's try it. Because it's not like I'm going to use these. No, not really. No. Well, a little bit, yeah. I'll say it looks better than it did. Definitely looks better than what it did. Definitely looks, yeah, I can see the shine. Definitely looks a little better than what it did. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so I find this company called Paper Mart, and they have tons of envelopes and this, that, and the other thing. And so it would bother me when I would not be able to share DSP, because I was getting these envelopes that were 6x9. Okay, so I finally found these envelopes, and they're 6.5. And I am just so happy with them. So the giveaway tonight is this card, and I think there's like 10 sheets of paper here. I found this in my stash. These are some from, these are retired, but I thought you guys would love to craft with some. Look at those. Oh, that Mary Merlot with those polka dots are beautiful. This one had the Santa's hats. So I'm going to send you some Christmas paper. I love this. This is fantastic background paper. Fantastic. When we had this. So I had some of this left over, and I was like, oh, these are great giveaways. You guys can craft it up with this stuff. And here is this, and there's that. Who doesn't love, I know, right? I know, because it's like, okay, you can't get it anymore. It was a lot of fun. Maybe you weren't finished playing with it, you know? You found the same paper in your stash to this paper right here. How funny, Carol. So finally, I found an envelope that fits them. I'm very, very happy with that. So it's this card and these 6x6 pieces in the giveaway. Okay? So let's go ahead and pick somebody. I about forgot. I put my bow maker upside down over there, and I went, ooh, there's the little bucket. Okay, let's see who we get. Gloria Robertson. They were fun patterns. Gloria Robertson, I will be sending this to you. Okay, wonderful. All right, so we did our bows. I want to get our leaves back in here and some glue dots. Wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and put a glue dot here, and I'm going to put a nice bow here in there. And now we'll get another one. And right there, wonderful. cute. Okay, so there's that. Let's push those aside. All right. Get that out of my way. Okay, now let's go ahead and start back from the very beginning, actually, where we were at with our base. And if you were a little bit late, that's fine, no problem. But our base is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and then I cut off 3 inches, and now we're going to fold this over. So scored at 5 1/2, and then I cut off 3 inches. Here's the piece that fits right in there, okay? Now we definitely want to use a bone folder on this and get that down the best we can, even though we made our little acorn pieces to hold our flap down. Now, I like to use, on this, I used Crumb cake. This is 5 1/4 by 4, very vanilla at 5 by 3 3/4. I'm going to assemble this first before I do my stamping. We're going to assemble this first. I rarely do this, but just to line things up. And we're going to put this here. Oh, you're welcome, Gloria. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in and spending a little time with me every week. I really do. I look forward to it. I look forward to designing something, you know, what can we do tonight? And well, for everything, my YouTube and my my other Facebook Live on Wednesday, my YouTube's on Tuesday. Now we're going to put this in here. Oh, I made a boo-boo. I did make a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. Let's see. We're going to correct it here in just a second. Remember the piece that we made right here? And we scored it? Just like that. It needs to go right here. This little hook right here hooks into this very vanilla. So let's put this on here first. That's where it should have went first and then glued down. Whoo, I hope we didn't ruin it. Nope. Just made it. Seriously, just made that. Okay. Little Tombow here. Just like that. Only on the flap. Okay, because it's going to go in here. Now, really and truly, this should be off. And we should be putting this on first. But I got ahead of myself and glued it down. Okay, there we go. Now we can just let that all attach. There's that little mechanism right there. Okay? Just like that. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more glue back here now where I ripped that up. But that's okay. There. Okay, now we have some layers out here on this flap. And this is Crumb cake at 2 1/4 by 4. And this is the DSP from this paper, which is gorgeous. Gilded Autumn. Gilded Autumn paper. Isn't that pretty? And I thought those gold leaves just looked great with that Cajun Craze. Just pretty. Now, this paper, you can do one of two ways, I think. See how I have like everything kind of facing up? Or I guess you could do it like that. I don't think it's wrong either way. I happen to like it like this. But I really don't think it's wrong either way. And I love the back of it. And the punches punch out, on this DSP, the punches punch those leaves out. It's really cute. So let's go ahead and layer this in. Okay, and then let's layer this down. Just like this. Beautiful. Such pretty paper. Just using that crumb cake just to break it up and break that color up a little bit. Just looks so pretty. Then this DSP to go here, because see, we don't have to worry about that little 1/4 inch the crumb cake was, I'm looking at my measurements over here. The crumb cake was 1 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then we scored it here at 1/4. And I'll have all these measurements up for you tonight. And now this DSP is 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And we're just going to put that right there. Now, the reason why, too, that I got ahead of myself with this, I need to stamp after this is on here. And that's why I kept thinking that. And I was like, okay, you got to get it together before you stamp. But I inadvertently forgot to put this major part of the card on, the flap. So, but we're good. Now, down here, that set has a little pine cone. This set right here, Beautiful Autumn, has a pine cone. It doesn't have a punch. And then I'm going to use the little nut. So let's go ahead and use our Versamark again. We're going to do more embossing. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to put my pine cone here. And then I can't even see where I put it. I just know that they're away from each other. It's kind of invisible, right? And now we're going to go ahead and put our embossing powder on that. Tap it off. Okay. Use my little brush. Just like that. Let's move this out of the way. I'm just so accident prone, and I know it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh my word. I'm just going to heat set this really nice. Look how pretty that cone is. That would look really pretty colored in. A little bit more on there. Okay, a little bit more. The tip. You can really see it from my angle. You could see when it's not all shiny. Okay, there we go. The other reason why I do like this down is because when you heat this paper up with that heat tool, it does buckle a little bit. Okay, so I kind of like it to be down before then that I heat it up. Now up here, we're going to use some Cajun Craze. And it's going to say, hey there. That comes from Beautiful Autumn right here. Life is better with you. Me too. Thanks why my mom didn't call me Grace. Right? Yes. Yeah, I just am. Wow. There we go. Hey there. I mean, seriously, I could trip over my own 2 feet. It's unbelievable at times. I'm like, there's nobody here but me. But how did that happen? Life is better with you. And this we want to hide behind here. That's why we want this on here also first. Right in the center. Beautiful. Just like that. Cute, right? All right, now let's decorate the outside. Let's decorate the outside. The only thing we need, oh, I made 2 of these. Oh, well, how did that happen? I just needed 1. Guess that'll go in the giveaway. There we go. That just kind of sneaked its way over there. I only needed 1. Now we're going to put this on here with some dimensionals. Yeah. Right here. Just 3, I think, are fine with this. Okay. See how this is popping up? Usually I have my card up pretty early, about 9:30 in the morning, but I was working on it, and I was like, okay, I love this layout, but this is bothering me. And I mean, it was driving me nuts. Oh, thank you, Connie. Thank you so much. And that's when I came up with my little acorns here to hold it down. I had 2 of those leaves going. I had other things on there. I didn't like them. But when I did the little acorns, I really loved it. Thank you, Susan. So right here, let's go ahead and place our leaf. Let's see, did we angle it a little bit? Okay, just like that. Okay, now that drives me, sometimes it drives me nuts, sometimes it doesn't. With this card, it did. So we need a little closure, little acorn, glue dot. Let's see, where are we going with this? Glue dot on this outside, right here. Okay, then I put it down and I let the part that doesn't have the glue dot hold that down. That's that simple. We're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to angle it like this. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. So I'm just going to angle it. Yeah, we'll go out like that. And I'm going to put a glue dot on this side. These little punches make fantastic little closures for cards. Just like that. Now you've seen we've done like a wallet, like a belt buckle it was card. And I did a punch and I slipped it in. This one stays outside. That goes right under there. And just right in there. Cute, right? Oh, thanks for hanging in here with me. I appreciate you guys. Remember, once you put this strip down first, before you put the Very Vanilla, attach it to the Very Vanilla first. But here is this card. It just comes out so cute. It's just so cute and interactive. And then you've got these 2 little acorns just hanging out there. They're just cute. Thank you, Paula. So that is what we did for this evening. Let's move everything in. Let me get my stuff. Thank you, Carol. Out of the way. And let's see, we've got that. We embossed our envelope with just a little bit of embossing powder, guys. Thank you, Faylene. With just, honest to goodness, a little bit of gold embossing, Versamark, and some gold embossing powder. It really did not take much to make this card. So here's our 2. Of course, this one will go in the giveaway. And there we go. And I always remember, you could always take little punches and make a closure of any kind. Too cute. I hope you guys will try to do some. Hi, Gail. Thank you. Hi, Vicki. Yeah, it's time. It's time for the fall colors. It is 90 some odd degrees out today. I was in the pool the afternoon, but it's fall. You can feel it in the air. You seriously can feel it. And I was like, oh, okay, it's going to change. I better get outside as much as I can now. I know the embossing was not difficult whatsoever. Very easy embossing. Not hard whatsoever. Little Versamark, little powder. Don't forget the embossing buddy. If you don't or can't find an embossing buddy, like Georgiana said, you can use a little sock with a little baby powder in it and just tie a knot or a rubber band maybe on the top of it and make your own little embossing buddy. No big deal on that, right? That's wonderful. That might be fun to do anyway. So here's our cards for this evening. Thanks so much for hanging in here with me and doing a little crafting. I hope you'll try this design maybe this next week while you're crafting. And I will be live on YouTube on Tuesday. And we will make something wonderful. I know it'll be wonderful. I know I'll be with you guys, and it'll be a wonderful day. I love starting my days at 10 a.m. with you guys and crafting. It is like, that is just, woo, gets me going. You know, I always have a wonderful day when I start crafting with you all first. So I appreciate you, and I will definitely see you on here next week. And remember, Tuesday, YouTube at 10 a.m. Thanks again for watching, and please do some happy crafting.